Hi, my name is Malia B, and I've been working remote since 2020. So before the pandemic, I had a pretty regular life. I went to work every day, and I had my own cubicle and work friends. My daughter was about 7 to 9 months old. I would drop her off and pick her up from the babysitter. I had finally moved out of my mom's place and got my own apartment. I had even just purchased my own car in cash. Then, boom. The pandemic hit, and my job sent everyone home with company computers and laptops. We all thought it was just for a few months, but a few months turned into 1 year. Then 1 year turned into 4, almost 5 years. My daughter is now 5 years old, and I decided to homeschool her during my entire remote experience. Do I miss working in office? Hell no. I must say though, it's very lonely when you stay home all day and you only speak with your colleagues through Zoom meetings. Yes, I too had a work family, but after getting laid off after working 3 years for this one company, everything completely changed. I had a new remote work environment and now I'm even more lonely. The loneliness turned into anxiety because I didn't know anyone and I hoped I wouldn't get fired. After realizing my worth at the call center, I absolutely hated. I realized that there was more to life than just answering calls. I found that I can change and shift my own reality. I took a pay cut and found a remote job that doesn't require as much work and effort. This is your sign to find something you can do to eliminate your worries, and if you have any other talents and gifts, please start utilizing them and investing in yourself. I used to think it was so hard because living in a pandemic, we couldn't go anywhere, and I was scared for my daughter to go to school because of getting sick. But now I'm at the point where I don't really care. I hope she stays home with me forever because she's very smart and intelligent, and she does what she needs to do. Even though I'm lonely, I do find pride in talking to my sisters and my mom from time to time. To be honest, it's still like we're in the pandemic because all we do is be on group messages and calls every day. But I'm very grateful because I always thought that only children were weird. And my daughter is not weird at all. She's very outgoing and she still is a kid, even though she's an only child and she stays home with me and I work from home. She still gets to enjoy her life and be happy. So my mom lives in Liberia, West Africa, and then my two sisters live in different parts of the US. But we still make time to talk to each other and celebrate birthdays over video. Since I moved to Orlando, I am in higher spirits and I'm enjoying my life, you know? Okay, so back to my story about being a remote worker. One of my favorite things I love about working remote is that you can do whatever you want to do. As long as you're doing your work, you can take a shower if you want. You could leave and go cook a whole meal. You can literally clean your entire house while you work, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. I mean, unless you're not doing no work at all, then yeah, they definitely gonna say something to you. And it really annoys me when people say, oh, you work from home, you're not doing anything. But we really be doing brain work when it comes to these jobs. A lot of times on days that we really supposed to be working, we have to research, we have to pay attention because especially with me working in healthcare, there are certain things that you have to pay attention to, especially when it comes to people's appointments, their insurance verification, and everything that has to do with their medication and doctor's visit. There have been times where I got in trouble because I didn't do somebody's schedule right or I didn't put in the correct information, and this patient was mad because they thought their insurance was going to pay for it and they got this $500 bill. So working from home is still fun, especially if you're working in the healthcare field like me. There are other remote positions like call center, bill collecting, sales representative. But as for me, I've been in healthcare since I left high school. So I focus more on healthcare and it's more fun for me because I actually like doing healthcare. Aside from that, I really learned how to get out of my comfort zone and take my remote work wherever I want to go. Especially because I'm not gonna lie, they know something, okay? If we still working from home from ever since 2020, they know something is about to happen. I'm into conspiracy theories and all of that, and I just feel like there may be another pandemic one day. Don't at me. I said what I said. But it really is fun for me because I get to go wherever I want to go in the United States, that is. And the one thing I really want to say to these companies that are giving remote work, y'all need to start giving people remote jobs overseas, because there's people that want to work, especially now where it's like we need to be evacuating US and evacuating all these places. There needs to be opportunities where US citizens can still work these jobs in another country. And they're going to say, oh, for tax reasons, we have to work in the US. Well, fix the motherfucking tax reasons, okay? If you want me to still be working Maryland taxes in another country, then let me do that. But anyways, I beg to differ. Working from home has its ups and downs as well. The downside from working from home is that you really don't have a social life. As for me, I really don't have any friends. And now that I moved away from Maryland, I definitely don't have anybody to talk to. So that means I have to really go out, and I have to just get myself looking pretty and go to the bars and go out and meet people, which I really don't want to do at this age. I'm almost 30, y'all, and I don't really got time for new friends. Somehow I've become an introvert, and I actually like hanging out by myself and doing my own thing. There's just such a beauty to sit by yourself and think your own thoughts. There's nobody projecting on you. There's nobody telling you what they think you shouldn't be doing and how they really like it when you dress like this. It's just you and God. So I actually do appreciate that I'm lonely. It kind of has its ups and downs, but I find things to do and I find ways to get around it. Meditation is another way that I use to ground myself and just relax in my own home.
Sunny, you're a rock star.
I meditate every day, in the morning before I start work and in the night before I go to sleep. Now that I'm not so a Christian anymore, this is how I make sure I talk to God. This is how I make sure that I am one with the divine. And it really works for me. I get to hear my own thoughts, and I get to hear some messages that God is trying to send to me at this moment. To all my people out there who are confused about what religion they are and what they want to do, just know that there's no right or wrong way to talk to God. There's no wrong or right way to pray, and there's no right or wrong way to worship God. There's no right or wrong religion. So I just recommend that you do what's best for you. You do what makes you feel good. You do what makes you feel better to get through your day when you're stressed or when you're going through social anxiety, emotions, and all of that. I really hope that my YouTube videos definitely reach the people that need it, definitely reach those that need help in some areas of their life, especially as a woman, as a mom, just as an individual. And I really hope that I'm able to help others and be beneficial to others with my content. It makes my heart smile when people just randomly tell me that they love what I'm doing. So another thing that I also do, I am an ASMR singer. So I do chanting, I do singing, and also a little bit of breath work on my other YouTube channel, which I will put the link in the description as well. This is also something that helps calm me, and it also helps me to relax and just be free within myself. And it's an outlet. I love singing and I love writing music, so this is something that calms my heart because it's one of my passions. I'm also an R&B artist on all platforms. But I have some good news. Your girl got a second remote job. I know, it's more work, but I am trying to save my money because I have a surprise in a couple of months that I will showcase on my YouTube channel. But I thank you guys all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.